What made you interested in Erin's house and this Common Bond event?
Yeah, I mean, Erin's house has a connection with Notre Dame. It's close to South Bend, and always trying to use my platform for good, and hopefully, my journey, my story. Hopefully, I can inspire someone that's there listening. Again, just bringing inspiration and positivity is something that's really important to me.
Your personal experience with loss has clearly shaped who you are as a person. How did that have an impact on who you are today?
Yeah, I mean, I had the loss of my brother when I was at 24 years old, and it definitely shaped my life. It was hard mourning him. The loss of him, which just really impacted my family, and yeah, just being it motivated me knowing that I have somebody that's looking after me. And yeah, it was just something. It was something for leaving my family. Just like I said, motivation, going harder, having that person that is kind of like the wind beneath my wings and everything that I've done from here on out, giving me the strength to keep going, knowing that my brother was somebody of extreme character, and then just being that person for our family that we all became motivated by.
How do you try to honor your brother's legacy and memory in what you're doing today as a head coach and as a leader?
I know that he would just be really proud of me. So just knowing that he had so much love and support for me as a player, came to a lot of my games here at Notre Dame and helped me move into my dorms room every single year. He was always kind of that person that was always in my corner, always. And so I know that he's looking down on me, so proud. So everything that I do, honestly, uh, just lifting him up and knowing that the things that I'm doing and being in this position, having a lot of success, and knowing that my family is a big motivator for me, my son, big motivator for me, and everything that I do, it makes me go harder, knowing that he's looking down above and over me, and knowing that I'm just so proud of the thing. He's so proud of the things that I'm doing right now.
I think anyone who's in a coaching position has to sometimes navigate supporting their own players and their own staff when they're dealing with tragedy, when they're dealing with difficult moments in their lives. How do you
Yeah.
approach situations like that?
Yeah, just making sure my players know that they have resources, they have support, there's hope, there's always light, there's always love. So being there for them in any way that I can. So that might be having them over for dinner, just going to their dorms, going to their apartments, just being that support system, being present. I think is the biggest thing you can be when you have players or staff members that are going through difficult scenarios or situations, being present and showing that love and support and knowing that it looks differently for everybody, but just being there, showing up. I think showing up is the biggest way you can help support.
I know there's plenty of time between now and the Common Bond event, but what are some of the big messages that you're hoping to share to the audience at that particular event?
Yeah, just again, showing love, being a source of inspiration. I feel like I have a lot of strength. I've gone through a lot of adversity, a lot of family trauma, a lot of things that I've gone through, and just showing that even you going through situations that could be hard and challenging, if you believe and you have faith, and I have a lot of faith and trust in God's plan in my life, having that kind of like that spiritual background, having faith, to know that you can keep going even when things get tough. You surround yourself with a great support system, and knowing that you can get through anything if you put your mind to it. And my story and my journey is a prime example for that.
Now, there's already a Notre Dame connection at this event from last year. Coach Marcus Freeman from the football team spoke, came out to Fort Wayne, did a wonderful job. Have you talked to him at all? Trying to pick his brain about how he went about things for this event?
I haven't yet, but I definitely am. My season, or obviously we're both busy with the season. I was going to sit down with him and talk about his experience, and it was another reason why I gravitated toward Aaron's house, because I knew that Coach Freeman had a chance to speak, and he's a powerful speaker. He's somebody that a really close friend of mine. So I'm definitely going to sit down and allow him to share his experiences, because I know that they were very positive, and I know he impacted the Fort Wayne community in a very positive way.
That hits on all the big bullet points that we wanted to get to. Anything else that you're looking forward to with this trip to Fort Wayne coming up next month?
Again, just sharing my story. I feel like there's a lot of support here in South Bend, and just for the South Bend, the Fort Wayne community to know that they have somebody here that is supporting them as well. And I'm hoping that I can touch somebody's life in a way with my words and again, just being available and kind of sharing my story. I'm hoping that can be a source of inspiration for somebody that's there.
All right, thank you for the time again, Coach, and we're looking forward to seeing you in Fort Wayne.
Thank you. I appreciate it.